Philippine Women's Open after being defeated by Camila Osorio in the finals matchup. Good evening, bringing the latest news. For tonight, I am ALVIN PELOBELLO.
And I am KRIZZA Lopez. This is Eurotv News Thread. The details on our broadcast. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has rejected calls to declare Chinese Ambassador Jing Quan persona non grata amid rising tensions over China's actions in the West Philippine Sea.
Malacanang Palace stressed that the president prefers to address the dispute through firm yet diplomatic engagement to avoid further escalation. Here's the report.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has issued a statement regarding the calls to declare Chinese ambassador to the Philippines Jing Quan as persona non grata. The president reportedly opposed the call as Palace Press Officer and Undersecretary Attorney Claire Castro said the chief executive did not agree.
No! No ang sagot ng Pangulo.
No.
Ito na kailangan patapusin pagtungkol sa ganyang issue. So, sabi ng Pangulo, no.
So he is strongly opposed to those moves.
Basta ang sagot ng Pangulo patungkol sa panawagan na idideklara ng persona non grata ang isang ambassador, no.
The Beijing's embassy in Manila had previously confirmed that Ambassador Jing was ready to leave the country if President Marcos ordered him to do so. Several senators said they are considering to file a resolution recommending the president to declare Chinese embassy officials as persona non grata in connection with the exchange of statements between the government officials against aggressive actions and behaviors of Chinese ships in the West Philippine Sea. This follows the signing of a resolution by 15 senators condemning China's strong statements. On Thursday, Palace said that the president wanted to resolve the dispute through firm but diplomatic means. The Department of Foreign Affairs had previously expressed concern over the declaration of the Chinese diplomat as persona non grata. This was due to the possibility that this would lead to a downgrading of relations and other countermeasures. Meanwhile, on the sidelines of the ASEAN meeting in Cebu, the delegations of China and the Philippines held a bilateral meeting to discuss the finalization of the Code of Conduct in the South China Sea. Among the issues discussed were bilateral relations, maritime issues, regional and international concerns, including emphasizing the importance of promoting diplomatic dialogues. This is ALVIN PELOBELLO for Eurotv News.
As the one-year Constitution bar nears its end, the Makabayan bloc is preparing to refile an impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte. The Vice President's legal team has been preparing since late 2025 for any new complaints, stating they are ready to defend her against potential cases in the coming years. More from this report.
At the same time, the Vice President's legal team is already preparing for a possible new impeachment case that may be filed against her. According to Duterte, she and her lawyer have been discussing preparations for the possible refiling of an impeachment complaint since December 2025. The Vice President stressed that they are not only preparing for this year but also for the coming years, noting that an impeachment complaint may be filed until the final year of her term.
Yun, tutuloy-tuloy pa naman yung mga abogado and legal team, and nung nakaraang taon, bago mag-Christmas break, ay napag-usapan din namin yung paghahanda sa impeachment. Hindi lang ngayong taon na ito, dahil sigurado kapag hindi sila nakapag-file ngayong taon, susunod na taon at hanggang matapos ang aking termino ay ganun ang gagawin nila. Makapile sila ng kaso, impeachment man huli.
On January 29, the Supreme Court ruled that the impeachment filed against Duterte in 2025 was unconstitutional. The court said the complaint violated one-year bar rule and failed to comply with the proper impeachment process. The Supreme Court also clarified the rules and requirements in filing impeachment complaints against government officials. Duterte also shared that he did not inform former President Rodrigo Robo Duterte, who is currently detained in The Hague, Netherlands, about the dismissal of the case.
Ayoko na pag-usapan yung impeachment.
Okay.
Mas mabuting pag-usapan na yung mga ibang bagay na mas may relevance sa buhay natin at sa bayan kaysa yung sa impeachment.
The Vice President expressed her gratitude to her lawyers for working together to challenge the impeachment complaint filed against her. This is KRIZZA Lopez for Eurotv News.
Due to the threat of the Nipah virus, Senator Francis G. Escudero has urged health and border authorities to remain vigilant and maintain strict monitoring of the arriving foreign travelers. Vanessa Cleofas has the report.
Senator Francis G. Escudero reminded health authorities and border control agencies to remain vigilant against the threat of Nipah virus. This comes even though the Department of Health or DOH previously stated that there is no cause for alarm regarding the disease. According to the senator, although the Philippines is considered low risk and far from the current situation in other Asian countries, such as India, which has confirmed cases of Nipah, the country should not become complacent. He said the Philippines should use the measure implemented by other countries, such as strict airport health checks for incoming travelers as a benchmark while maintaining proactive monitoring. Senator Escudero also called on the DOH and the Bureau of Quarantine or BOQ to monitor thermal scanning and watch for travelers showing symptoms of the Nipah virus. This would also enable the prompt coordination of relevant agencies with local government units for early detection of the disease. He emphasized that the mistakes made during the previous pandemic, such as COVID-19, should not be repeated. This is Vanessa Cleofas for Eurotv News.
The poll body has released a calendar of activity for Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan election on 2026 on November 2, where filing for the Certificate of Candidacy will start on September 28 until October 5. Details on Mia Layagin's report.
August last year, when President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. signed the Republic Act No. 12232, a law setting the term of office for barangay officials and members of Sangguniang Kabataan. The law sets 4 years per term for barangay officials with 3 consecutive terms for the same elective position. Sangguniang Kabataan members also have 4 years per term with 1 term on the same elective position. The same law also scheduled the next Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections or BSKE on the first Monday of November 2026 or in November 2. The next elections shall be conducted every 4 years thereafter. Following this, the Commission on Elections or COMELEC releases the schedule and calendar of activities for the 2026 BSKE. The voter registration period started last October 20, 2025 and will end on May 18, 2026. During this period, voters can register for first-time voting, apply for local or foreign transfer, as well as for reactivation and update of records through COMELEC offices. The BSKE voter registration period in Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao or BARM will start from May 1 to 18, 2026. Starting September 28 to October 5, aspiring candidates can file their certificate of candidacies. Starting this day until October 21, campaigning is prohibited. Meanwhile, the election period and implementation of the nation gun ban will start by October 3 to November 9. For aspiring candidates, the COMELEC sets the campaign period starting October 22 to 31 only. On November 1, eve of the election day, no campaign activities will be allowed and liquor ban will take effect. Until 1 month after the election, December 2, 2026, all candidates should have filed their statements of contributions and expenditures or SOSE. Other details regarding the elections will be announced further by COMELEC. This is Mia Layagin for Eurotv News.
Serving more than 300,000 passengers daily, Acting Transportation Secretary Giovanni Lopez rejected the proposal to allow carpooling on EDSA busway, emphasizing that it would only slow down operations. Vanessa Cleofas tells us the details.
The Department of Transportation or DOTR opposed the statement made by the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority or MMDA regarding their plan to allow private cars to use the EDSA busway for carpooling. In a statement released by Transportation Secretary Giovanni Lopez, he said that the section of the road was designed exclusively for buses that carry over 300,000 passengers daily. He added that the plan to allow private vehicles on the EDSA bus lane through carpooling would only slow down bus operations. Although the agency respects the efforts of MMDA General Manager Nicolas Torre III to take steps to ease the heavy traffic in Metro Manila, the DOTR believes that this is not the best solution. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive, he said, are clear. Transportation policy changes should favor commuters and should not involve increasing the number of private vehicles. The Provincial Bus Operators Association of the Philippines, Alliance of Transport Operators and Drivers Association of the Philippines, and the Pasang Mazda, along with other transport groups, also expressed their support for the DOTR's position regarding carpooling. Altotap said the proposed plan would only cause more traffic congestion while compromising the efficiency of the EDSA busway system. Pasang Mazda reminded that the bus lane only has one lane, which would result in traffic congestion that could negatively affect many passengers who ride public buses. The Provincial Operators Association also emphasized that priority should be given to transporting as many commuters as possible per vehicle rather than accommodating only a few passengers. This is Vanessa Cleofas for Eurotv News.
The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority has announced the temporary closure of portions of EDSA starting February 1 to make way for the installation of the MRT-7 turnback steel box girders. Catherine Landicho has more.
Several roads along North EDSA up to West Avenue will be temporarily closed starting February 1 to give way the installations of MRT-7 turnback steel box girders. The temporary road closure were announced by BPS Steel Structure Corporations to the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority or MNDA. According to the advisory, a section of North EDSA between Landmark Trinoma and the Unified Grand Central Station will be closed from February 1 to May 19 from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Sa traffic yon kasi konti naman na ang sasakyan by that time. So, ang malaki ang epekto dito ay yung 2 lanes na isasara permanently for 24/7 from February 1 hanggang I think May, second week of May. Yan po yung talagang magkakaroon ng mabigat na epekto sa daloy ng traffic.
Motorists will also be unable to use portion of West Avenue and EDSA, which will be temporarily closed from March 24 to April 29 during the same hours. The Department of Transportation Project Management Office said that after completion of the girder launching activities, the tower support system will be dismantled and restoration works on the affected lanes will be carried out at the expense of the MRT-7 contractor. Reopening of the closed lane along the northbound direction of EDSA is scheduled for May 8, while the southbound lanes are set to reopen on May 18. Meanwhile, as of December 2025, the MRT-7 project is 82.1% complete. Commercial operations covering the entire Quezon City segment from North EDSA to Sacred Heart are targeted to begin in the first half of 2027. This is Catherine Landicho for Eurotv News.
The Department of Social Welfare and Development shuts down the operation of a blogger-owned care facility for operating without corresponding permits. 6 individuals, including 2 minors, are now under the custody of the agency. Here's the report.
The Department of Social Welfare and Development has ordered the closure of a care facility in Barangay Landayan, San Pedro City that is owned by a blogger after it was found to be operating without the required permit. The operation was conducted by the DSWD Standards Bureau in coordination with the City Social Welfare and Development Office and DSWD Field Office 4A, Calabarzon. During the inspection, 12 individuals were found living inside the facility, including including 2 minors. 6 of the residents, including the children, were placed under the custody of the DSWD to ensure proper care and intervention. They were also immediately provided medical attention by the City Health Office. The DSWD likewise extended technical support to the blogger Bench TV regarding the process and requirements for securing a certificate of registration and license to operate or CRLTO. In a statement posted on social media page, Bench TV said it is ready to cooperate with the DSWD to complete the necessary permits and ensure the proper and legal operation of the care facility. This is KRIZZA Lopez for Eurotv News.
The search for 8-year-old ended in tragedy this past Thursday as his father identified the boy's remains at an isolated Tarlac farm after his mother, Police Senior Master Sergeant Diane Marie Mollanito, was found shot and damp in a Bulacan Creek. Shai Morales reports.
The father of 8-year-old John Ismael Mollanito has positively identified the child's body, which was found wrapped in plastic tape at an isolated calamansi farm in Barangay Maluin, Victoria, Tarlac, yesterday, January 29. According to police reports, the child's body was not immediately discovered because it emitted no strong odor as it was tightly wrapped in plastic. Based on the expert's examination, the cause of the child's death was asphyxia by suffocation. The body was discovered several days after the body of his mother, Police Senior Master Sergeant Diane Marie Mollanito, was found in a creek in Pulilan, Bulacan this past Saturday, January 24. Reports indicate that she was found wrapped in cloth, plastic, and a garbage bag and had sustained a gunshot wound to the head. The mother and son were last seen together on January 16 when they went to Novaliches to meet with a car agent. When they failed to return home, Mollanito's husband, also a police officer, reported his wife and son missing to the Taguig City Police on January 19. During an operation conducted by authorities this Wednesday at the said agent's house, a luminol test yielded positive results for blood traces in the sink and bathroom. The Taguig City Police confirmed they now have 2 persons of interest in the case, including the car agent and the victim's husband, who is currently undergoing investigation. Currently, the investigation into the case of the mother and son continues, and the Special Investigation Task Group is to determine the motive and the perpetrators behind the heinous crime. This is Shai Morales reporting for Eurotv News.
6 officers assigned to Malate Police Station have been arrested following complaints of the robbery extortion. NCRPO Chief Major General Antonio Aberin stated that based on the initial investigation, the suspects used an unauthorized anti-drug operation to cover as a target and rob the victims. Mia Layagin returns.
6 police officers under the Manila Police District's Malate Police Station was arrested on January 28 following complaints of robbery extortion. In an official report, the Makati Police received a complaint regarding a group of armed men that stormed in a victim's hotel room in Makati. The victim claimed that the suspects pointed a gun at him, forced him to lie on the floor, tied his hands, and stole their belongings before fleeing through motorcycles. The suspects were arrested and was positively identified by the victims. Turns out they are police officers under Malate Station's Drug Enforcement Unit. National Capital Region Police Office Chief Major General Anthony Aberin said that based on the initial investigation, the said police officers conducted an unauthorized anti-drug operation outside their jurisdiction. Following this, the suspects, currently in detention, will be facing administrative and criminal charges in relation to the robbery extortion case and are more likely to be relieved from the post. The Philippine National Police Internal Affairs Service have likewise started the pre-charge investigation against the suspects. Meanwhile, the station commander of Malate Police Station, as well as all the members of the Drug Enforcement Unit, were relieved from their post, while NCRPO assures deeper investigation in relation to the incident. NCRPO likewise warned police scalawags as well as its officers that they will be removed from service and will be placed in jail if they commit any crime. This is Mia Layagin for Eurotv News.
The confirmed death toll from the sinking of MV Tricia Kirsten 3 has risen to 29 after rescuers recovered 11 more bodies off Baluk-Baluk Island this Thursday. Full details on Henry Nicolas' report.
11 bodies were recovered on Thursday as search and rescue operations continued in the waters of Baluk-Baluk Island after MV Tricia Christine 3 sank near Basilan Province. In addition to government agencies and the private sector, local residents, fishermen, and family members of the missing individuals are also participating in the SAR efforts. As of 4 p.m. today, another 2 bodies were recovered in the same island. According to Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson Captain Noemi Kayabyab, the remains are currently undergoing retrieval procedures led by the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office of Basilan. This process aims to identify the victims and notify their bereaved families. Captain Kayabyab added that the PCG has received reports from relatives claiming that some family members were either not included in the official manifest of the shipping company of MV Christine 3 or were listed but not properly recorded.
Coast Guard dyan, we acknowledge all the information and we welcome all the information na kukuha po natin. At meron po tayong 3 station dyan na naka-standby po para tanggapin po itong mga makukuha po nating mga impormasyon sa pamilya, particularly sa Zamboanga, Hulo, at saka Basilan. And after po ng 11 recovered bodies kahapon, we are still pursuing yung ating search and rescue mission po ngayon dahil po sa mga naibigay po sa ating mga data na accordingly yung kanilang mga kamag-anak po ay kasama po sa mga missing. At chine-check rin po natin, Sir Ray, yung possibility na nabanggit niyo po kanina, posibleng nakasakay na wala po sa manifesto or nasa manifesto pero hindi po nakasakay.
The PCG stated they are taking all provided information into account as the agency's search and rescue missions continues. The agency is still identifying the exact total of missing persons based on the information gathered from their relatives. The expedite search for the missing PCG has deployed one of its largest ships, a 97-meter vessel, along with a remotely operated vehicle which are currently stationed in Basilan.
Huli nga po yung 10 na missing. Yan po ay based po sa manifesto na nakuha po natin. But then again, Sir Ray, yung mga information po sa mga pamilya na kasama po ang kanilang mga mahal sa buhay doon, kasama rin po yan sa listahan natin ngayon. At again, nagpapatuloy po ang Philippine Coast Guard sa ating SAR operation. At yung mga kwento po na yan, ay definitely kasama rin po sa ating investigation para hindi na rin po mangyari ang ganitong mga maritime insidente. At ang direktiba naman, Sir Ray, ng ating Secretary.
Simultaneously, the PCG is investigating possible lapses by authorities and whether proper manifest protocols were followed before the vessel set sail. PCG record says a total of 316 were rescued, 31 confirmed fatalities, and continuous verification about the missing pending reconciliation with reports from family members. This is Henry Nicolas for Eurotv.
The Makati local government extended 250,000 aid for Lawak, Pangasinan, which was affected by recent calamity. Catherine Landicho returns.
Makati City Government led by Mayor Nancy Binay extended 250,000 pesos in financial assistance to the municipality of Lawak, Pangasinan, which was recently affected by calamities. The financial aid was received on behalf of the Lawak local government by Municipal Treasurer, Municipal Administrator, Budget Officer, and Municipal Planning Officer. According to the Makati City Government, the assistance aims to support the ongoing rehabilitation efforts of Lawak and to strengthen the community's resilience and capacity to recover during times of crisis. This is Catherine Landicho for Eurotv News.
As nationwide protests in Iran enter their 33rd day, the death toll has surged to over 6,100 confirmed fatalities, according to HRANA, sparking a fresh wave of European Union sanctions against 15 senior officials. Son Santiago reports.
More than a month after protests erupted in Iran, new data point to a growing human death toll amid reports of street protests subsiding. According to newly compiled figures from the human rights activist news agency, at least 6,479 people have been confirmed killed since demonstration reaches its 33rd day. The majority of those killed were protesters numbering over 6,000, including 118 children under 18. Meanwhile, more than 17,000 deaths are still under investigation, while over 11,000 civilians have been reported injured. The demonstrations began in late December last year. The protest started over soaring prices and worsening economic conditions in Iran and has since evolved into broader calls to end the current rule which has governed Iran since 1979. As repression continues inside, the human rights organization also shared that the European Union has escalated its response. The Union has agreed to impose new human rights sanctions on 15 individuals and 6 Iranian entities, including senior officials, prosecutors, and judges accused of playing roles in the continuing crackdowns. The measures include asset freezes, travel bans, and restrictions on financial dealings within the European Union. Meanwhile, the United States prompted up its pressure on Iran, threatening once again to intervene if Iran continued to kill protesters. This is Son Santiago for Eurotv News.
Filipino tennis star Alex Yala's historic run at the WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open came to an end on Thursday night after a hard-fought quarterfinal loss to Colombia's Camila Osorio. Kyle Basa has an update in the world of sports.
Alex Ayala ended her campaign in WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open last night, January 29, after she lost to Camila Osorio of Colombia. Our national representative was struggling to claim a set, committing turnovers, and the Colombian foe quickly ended the game with the final scores of 4-6, 4-6. With that, the Filipina tennis player won't be advancing to the semifinals. In an interview, her experience playing here in Manila was great, although she was disappointed with her latest loss. Despite that, she is just looking forward for the upcoming games in the tournament.
I think it was an overall good week. Of course, disappointed about today. I definitely think I've had better days, but it's just how it is. I have to accept it, and there's always next week. Yeah.
Alex Ayala will be playing in the WTA 500 in Abu Dhabi this early February, wherein she has also been given a wild card entry. This is Kyle Basa reporting for Eurotv News.
Filipina actress and model Lobi Po is making waves once again on the international screen as she appears in a British suspense thriller. Po teased her role online, marking another milestone in her growing list of global film projects. Sam Martos has the entertainment report.
Model and actress Lobi Po will once again be seen in the film for a British suspense thriller film. On her social media account, she shared the teaser of the said movie. Po is part of the film My Sister's Bones, an adaptation of one of the best-selling novels written by Noala Elwood, which reportedly took 3 years to develop.
I was in danger, Kate.
What? What are you doing to that child? I've told you, I don't have children.
I was trying to save him.
The actress will play the role of Frida as a neighbor. It can be recalled that aside from My Sister's Bones, the actress was also talked about in 2024 for a Filipino romance drama movie called Guilty Pleasure and was also included in the American action comedy film Badman last year. Lobi also expressed her gratitude to the film director Heidi Green-Smith for the trust and the opportunity given to her. Meanwhile, My Sister's Bones is now available to watch starting today on several well-known platforms such as Apple, Amazon, and Fandango. This is Sam Martos for Eurotv Showbiz News.
And that's the latest news for tonight. You may visit RTVPH.com for more news and information. Once again, I am KRIZZA Lopez.
You may also catch our live broadcast through our social media accounts and Vibe and Extreme channel. I'm ALVIN PELOBELLO. Thanks for joining us. This is Eurotv News Thread. Stay safe. Have a good night, everyone. Happy weekend. Oh, forgot.